Hi loves, welcome back to my channel. Also welcome if you are new. I am going to be doing a video today on why it is important for you to keep your self-love, self-care journey to yourself, a whole mystery, in the beginning. Now, I'm not saying that, down the line, once you've gotten into your routine, you can't share little tips here and there, because that's what I'm doing on this channel. You can't, it's not to say you can't share some tips or, what you're working on with your friends and family or whomever you come in contact with. But it's just to say that in the beginning, here are some reasons why I think you should keep it private. Now, as I shared in my last video, if you have not yet seen that video, how to start your self-love journey, I just posted it, so you can click out of this video, watch it, and then come back, whichever. But when I started my serious self-love journey 4 years ago, January 2020, I kept a lot of things to myself. Now, the first reason why I think it's important to keep your journey a secret is because you don't want to open yourself up to criticism from those who do not see the importance of self-care, self-love, self-development. If you throw or if you put pearls beside your dog or diamonds beside a pig or a dog, it's probably going to kick it around and chew on it. It's not going to see its true value. The same can be said about the things that you deem important in your life, which is your self-love, your self-care, your self-development. If you are sharing this journey with someone who does not see this as important, you are going to get a lot of criticisms. And if your mind is very malleable and you don't have a backbone when it comes on to sticking to the things that you want to do and what you believe, you can be easily swayed, right? For example, I've seen situations where, because I work around a lot of women, I have seen situations where, let's say, a new mom does her hair or her nails or something. You'll have other people who are mothers who'll be like, oh, motherhood is such a sacrifice. No, some I can't, but I couldn't go and do my nails because, the kids need this and the kids need that. Or I couldn't do my hair because the kids did this. And no, sir, I couldn't see myself doing that. Now that I'm a mother, I can't go to the spa anymore. Now that I'm a mother, I can't buy this for myself anymore. Listen, if they don't see it as important, they're gonna try to discourage you or try to criticize you and make you feel bad for putting your own self first. And that's not what you need when you're going on this journey. When you're going on this journey, you need to be doing it for yourself. So when I started getting into like skincare and stuff like that, I was not broadcasting that to anybody. I was looking up videos, looking at people's various skincare routines and trying to pick out the products that I could afford at the time to see how well they could work with my skin. Now, granted, it was during the pandemic, so I was away from everyone, and that was a privilege because I was away and I got to pour into myself that way. I was working on my hair growing because I started my locks, but I had on extensions for a time. Then I removed the extensions, so I was working on my hair growth, my skin care. I was exercising. I did not tell a soul. These were just things that I was doing for me. So you don't want to open yourself up to criticism from people who don't understand or see important self-development and self-care. That's the one of the main reasons I believe that you should keep this journey to yourself. It is sacred. All right? Now, I would say when you do feel it's time to share, that you carefully assess who you're going to share the details of this journey with, right? So if it is that you were working on your finances, if you were working on getting a new house, if you're working on clearing your skin, getting in shape, things like that, I want you to carefully assess who you're sharing these things with. I did a video on vetting friends. I would suggest you check that video out if you have not yet seen it. I go further into talking about this, all right? Now, the second reason I believe that you should keep your self love, self care, self love journey, self development journey, whatever you want to call it, to yourself in the initial stage is that it really allows you to assess the areas of your life that matters most to you. You know you better than anyone else will ever know you. The only person who knows you more than you know yourself, or the only being who knows you better than you know yourself, is the Lord God Almighty. Okay? Only He knows you better than you'll ever know yourself. And so this is where you're asking yourself, in what way would I like to see myself improve? How do I want to feel about myself at the end of this, or while I'm on this journey? What are the feelings that I want to develop surrounding myself? Are you trying to feel worthy? Are you trying to love your features? Are you trying to develop better habits? Are you trying to learn a new language? Are you trying to clear your skin? Are you getting in shape? Did you do a big chop, and are you trying to get your hair together? Are you working on your finances? Is it that you want to go back to school? All these things, you get to assess what matters most to you. People have different goals and things that they deem important. And this journey is about yourself, discovering yourself, unlearning limiting beliefs that have been holding you stagnant, learning new ways of thinking, forming new habits, and developing new perspectives, painting a different picture of life and the life that you want on your own canvas in your own time. If you are a person that's easily distracted, as I stated in the first point, and you are easily swayed by the opinions of others, you need to work on yourself in private. You probably need to apply for school, get accepted, and start school before anyone even knows you were thinking about going to school. Only the people. I truly believe that on this journey, you should only share what's necessary. And so you share with the people who are necessary for the execution of a particular goal on your path to self-discovery, self-love, all of that, self-development. So let's say you are trying to go back to school. I would not be sharing that information with my friend who hates school and says she will never, ever go back to school. That is something I'm going to share probably with someone who is already enrolled, who is passionate about what they're doing, or maybe I share it with an advisor, an academic advisor, or persons who are already in that space. There is no need to go and tell someone who hates school that you're going to go back to school. That person is not going to have anything good to say about you going back to school. If it is that you want to learn a new skill, let me use my own self for example. In the year 2020, I was praying, and one of the things that I got from prayer was the idea of moving in silence, and that's the most popular video on my channel. There's a reason for that. When I started my channel, I barely told a soul. And the same year I started my channel, I also started learning how to trade currencies. Now, when I just started learning how to trade currencies, I did not tell anyone about... Please excuse my dog in the background. I did not tell anyone. About 2 years went by before I even mentioned it to any of my friends that, hey, this is what I was doing. You want to know why? Because it was not something that was very popular in my circle. My friends were not doing this. They were not talking about this. I was being introduced to a whole other world. And so for about 2 years, the only people that knew I traded were my mentors. And that's because I wanted the time to develop my skill before letting everyone in on it. Now that it's more like known that I do trade, now I have people who say, oh, hey, can you teach me? Yada, 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 yada. If I had told everyone when I was just in my initial stages, I probably would have gotten overwhelmed and just decided I would not do it. So I encourage you to work on yourself in private. Another reason why it is very important for you to keep your self-development, self-love, self-care journey. Now, another reason why I think it is important to keep your self-development private in the initial stages is because nobody is able to track your progress, but you. They only get to see the results. So let's say that you have been working on your skin, right? No one knows you're working on your skin, but over time they are starting to notice that, wow, she's beautiful. They may not say it to you, but once you can see it, others can see it too. Once you can see it, others can see it too. If you are working on your grooming, so you have started, combing your hair, you have started going to see estheticians, or you're getting your nails done regularly, your clothes is neater, you're more tidy, you're more put together, persons can start to notice these things. They don't see the steps that you're taking to get there. They don't see when you're slowly curating your wardrobe, or when you're setting aside some funds for your self-care day, or when you go get your nails done, your hair done, all of that. No one is seeing that. They're just now seeing that you're very polished and put together, quite the opposite of how you once were, if you were that way to begin with. Another example is I'll use myself. I use my channel. I started my YouTube channel 4 years ago. Now, it's not something that I broadcast to everyone, and you guys can't even see me. I hope to, I've showed my face on my channel before, but I want to just show my face in general at some point. Right now it's just not convenient for me to do it. But I have a YouTube channel, and it's not something that I post on social media or talk about excessively. I post mostly for myself, and in hopes that it encourages others. But the people who do know about my channel, they're not constantly asking me about it, or I'm not sending them videos and saying, hey, watch this, share this, like this. I'm not sending my videos to anybody. It's just the mercies and grace of God that have led you to this video, because I'm not promoting it anywhere. But the other day I was at work, and a friend of mine, I was on my channel just checking on how a video had been doing. Now, mind you, I don't even think she even remembers the name of my channel, but she was like, wait, you have a channel, right? And I said, yes, I do. And I said, oh, this is it, because it was on the computer screen. I said, this is my channel. And she was like, what? How many videos do you have? And I said, oh, 99. And she was like, what? How you have so many videos? Because I had been working on my channel in private. I'm probably, it's not the best thing. If I wanted to make more money and stuff off of it, it would be good to promote it. But because I was doing it for me, I was just doing it. And so when they actually saw it, they were like, whoa, can't believe that this is how the channel was going, right? Small example, but yes. Another thing is for example, you're working on your finances, you're saving up for a car. No one knows you're saving up for a car, right? You finally get the money, you get your car from the dealership, you drive home, and then people just see you with the car. They're seeing the results. There's nobody to say, oh, you didn't post a video today, or I thought you said you were going to get a car this year. Where's the car? You're not getting the car. Or I thought you said that you were going to change your wardrobe. Didn't you wear that skirt last week? Didn't you wear that top last week? These are very petty, and we would have said enough in Jamaica, but these are very childish, remarks to make. But there are people who are like that, who will think like that. Even if they don't say it to you, they're thinking it. They're saying, I thought she said that she was gonna go back to school. How come she's not in school? Because you spoke about the fact that you were going to go back to school. Because you spoke about the fact that you wanted to be tidy and neat and well put together. So now they're looking for you to do it. If you had not told anyone that you were interested in going back to school, you could have been graduated with your degree and nobody even know you have a degree. Moving in silence is very, very important. Now, The last reason why I will say it is good to keep your journey to yourself is because it adds to the air of mystery. Mystery is so important, especially for young ladies. Everybody does not need to know everything. It's none of them business. It's none of their business. Okay? Some things you should consider sacred and you should just keep it to yourself. Work hard in silence and just let the achievements make the noise. If you're trying to be more put together, just be more put together. If you're trying to grow the size of your account, get your account up. Save. Nobody needs to know. If you're trying to work on your skin, you don't need to tell everybody that you're working on your skin. Work on your skin. They're going to see it eventually that your skin looks different. Eventually, it will show that you've been working on your skin. For example, me, I'm working on becoming a better trader. One day, it will show that money is coming from somewhere. You know what I'm saying? The money will be coming from somewhere. I'm not where I want to be yet, but one day, the money will be coming from somewhere. And then it's going to be probably known by a few that this is what she does. So just keep working at it. And guys, these moving in silence, it's a biblical principle. In Joshua 6, when Joshua and the Israelites, they were gonna go into Jericho, right? In verse 10, Joshua said to the people, it says, "And Joshua had commanded the people, saying, Ye shall not shout, nor make any noise with your voice, neither shall any word proceed out of your mouth until the day I bid you to shout." When the people made noise, on the day when the people actually made noise after marching around the walls of Jericho, the walls came down. They were marching around the city in complete and utter silence. In Nehemiah chapter 2, let me tell you where it is. There's another one. Nehemiah chapter 2. Nehemiah, he goes up by night to scope out some area. And the verse says that he did not even tell the persons who were going with him what the Lord had placed in his heart to do, what God had shown him. There are many things in this life that God will lay on your heart, be it a business, something about your spouse, something about your children, something about your family. Sometimes God will put things on your heart and they are not to go to the ears of anyone. It is supposed to be between you and God. He's inspiring you so that you know how to move, where to put your foot and what to do. So I encourage you, be silent with your plans. Be silent with certain plans. Only include the people who are necessary for the execution of these plans, especially in the beginning stages. Once you get to a place where you feel led to speak about it, you're more comfortable, feel free to do so. Bye. Thank you for watching.